So we've known each other since we were kids really.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really cute story.
Sam did actually save my life as well. I used to have seizures when I was like 2 or 3 years old. So
yeah, so in April 24,
yeah,
I was diagnosed with FND, which is functional neurological disorder. One of the hard things you can't say. And it's so it affected my speech.
Under the neon lights we roam, where Rat Pack legends made their home. Sound of jackpots ringing in the air, Elvis sang, shaking everywhere. Oh, what happens in Vegas?
Well, welcome to the latest episode of In the Window Seat, and this evening is going to be a little bit of a special episode. And joining us on the couch, all the way from Manchester, are the Phelps. Sam and Chris, hi, how are you?
thanks for having us on.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Must be awful since I saw you in Manchester.
That's enough for me, Mike. But no, thank you for having us on. We love this series, so we're dead pleased you asked us to come on. So thank you.
No, it's cool. It's cool to have you. So listen, let's kick off with the family background question. Yeah. So obviously everybody watches your vlogs, but tell us a little bit about who you are, where you live, family, jobs, whatever else you wanna share.
So we live in Manchester. We live in a place called Urmston now, right next to the big shopping centre, the Trafford Centre. I'm from Old Trafford, Sam's from Trafford Park, so live close together. And then when I was about 2 or 3, we moved to the estate next to the cricket ground. And Sam's nana backed onto us, and Sam actually lived about 6, 7 doors up as well with her family. So her brother was like a good mate of mine when I was a kid. Sam did actually save my life as well. I used to have seizures when I was like 2 or 3 years old, so we never had a phone. I was having a seizure, and Sam had to come in and put the spoon on my tongue, so I didn't have all on my tongue when I was young. I didn't know at the time that she was going to be the love of my life, but she, I didn't remember it. But yeah, so there was a little bit of.
It must have been when we looked.
It was, yeah. It's like the Nightingale effect, I think. But yeah, so we've known each other since we were kids really.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really cute story.
I know, mad. And then I split with my ex, and we all started hanging about, didn't we?
Yeah, and Sam's brother, when I got to like 19, so I was good friends with my brother, and we used to go clubbing together and everything. And then obviously Sam became single, and I was thinking, I've got no chance with her, like I kept bottling it, Mr. Confident here. Yeah, we bottled them one night. We were like, 1st of May 1998, we were like, I'm just going to go for it. If I make a mistake here, I'll blame it on the drink. And Sam had the same idea. And then I moved into her house. I had, with a bike and a load of videos and a bin bag of clothes, because I'm the oldest of 9. So the first thing I wanted to do was get out of that house. There's too many of us. So I was like, yeah, I'm off. See ya.
You've got 8 siblings.
Yeah, I'm the oldest. I've got 5 sisters and 3 brothers. So Portia is the 4th, and we've all got weird names. So it's, Christian, obviously, but then you've got Adam, Nathan, then Portia, Lois. I'm trying to get Lois out to Vegas, which won't come out. And then there's an 8-year gap, and I've got Ophelia, Mercedes, Javier, Juanita. My youngest sister's Felicidad, who's only a year older than Jordan. She was 5 weeks old at our wedding, wasn't she? So,
wow.
Big family. Yeah. We didn't have a telly.
Big family.
No telly.
Yeah. I'm one of 4, 2 brothers, 1 sister.
Yeah. So
your Christmases must be epic.
Oh no, we don't buy each other anything, Mike.
No, I mean just having the family together.
Yeah, we don't speak to most of them anyway. But move on, Mike. That's why it's cheap at Christmas. It's
My family.
Mostly Sam's family, yeah. But less we say about mine, the better. But there you go. Other than Porsche, he watches this. Porsche watches this.
Yeah, the headline so far is Northerner gets rid of family to avoid Christmas presents.
I don't know where we can afford Vegas.
And what about work? You want to share what you guys do, where you work, what you do?
Yeah. I'm a secretary. Been a PA secretary for 20 years.
Yeah, it must be, yeah.
At a car dealership, local, and
I'm a maintenance engineer supervisor, so I've worked for 20 odd years for JCDecaux, the advertising company. So I do all the maintenance, the building.
Oh yeah.
I'm in charge of it. I'm going back tomorrow after 2 weeks, and I'm dreading it. But yeah, I do love my job because I've got the flexibility. If I can spend a couple of hours in the office and then I can go out and fix things and just get away if I need to. So I'm very quite hybrid in my role. But yeah, I'm not many times you can say that, but I've done it for 20 years, and I used to work in an office and that full time. But I love the flexibility. I worked on the street for years, you know, as a manual job doing this. But yeah, I'm very lucky, I must admit.
Yeah, fabulous, fabulous. Right, so let's start the love affair of Vegas. Tell us a little bit about your favourite bits and when you first went together.
So I've always wanted to go to America since I was a kid. A massive fascination with American muscle cars, everything. I've got a full tattoo of like America, but it started as Vegas there, and then it's muscle cars, you know, different things. New York. Always wanted to go. Loved the cars and everything. And then Sam's 40th. I won't say how old you are, Sam, but when it was Sam's 40th, anyway, I booked for us to go. It wasn't many years ago, but I booked to go to Mandalay Bay. And literally, I didn't tell her it was a surprise and everything, had it all set up. And then a couple of months before, the company went bust, and I was like, oh, we lost. And look, I put it on my credit card, so we'd lost it. So I thought, I'm going to have to tell her.
It was supposed to be a surprise.
It must be a surprise because it was all done. The Mandalay, first time I've been to Vegas. That was 2012.
40 minutes.
I thought, yeah. And anyway, I rebooked at the MGM, but took Sam with me and said, we're going to Vegas. They're the big banners. We need to go.
I didn't even want to go to
No, you
Vegas.
didn't. And when we landed at Vegas in the afternoon, and I was just totally overwhelmed. We both were so tired. Went in Denny's, and I was like, I want a burger, I want this. And it was like the one near the MGM. And we both looked at each other and were like, this isn't what I expected. And then.
And you said you didn't like it. I said, no.
Yeah, you did. And the next day, because we were on real tight budget, I was like, there's a buffet, it's $6.99, it's up here. And I took us on the freeway behind the Bellagio, and then Sam went,
The real ones.
yeah, we're going out we're going right out. And Sam went, where the hell are you going? He went, I haven't got a clue. So we had to turn back, and our first ever proper meal was McDonald's near the Flamingo and that. So, but that was when we fell in love with it. Then the next day I woke up and I always talk about this. Lenny Kravitz was playing, and then Leonard Skinner, Freebird was playing, and it was just, I straight from Alabama through the MGM as I went to McDonald's for breakfast, and that was it. Then I was like, this is just bizarre. I just absolutely love it. Yeah, so just love the place.
So then we went the year after.
Yes,
again.
2013.
Yeah.
Porsche and Matt came, and they'd done America loads of times, and they live in Canada, so they come with medals, and that was like with them coming every trip since. They pretty much come down for a few days from Vancouver. So, I love it. Absolutely love the place.
So we've just come back from our seventh trip.
Seventh trip. And have you guys done much venturing off outside of Vegas, or is it mainly go to Vegas, come back?
We've done New York, and every time honestly, I swear to God, we said this time we're doing the Grand Canyon. I'm like, I'll drive. I want to drive. Kayaking, everything, and every time we get there, and it just goes out the window completely. It has just been Vegas, and it's a beautiful place, America, isn't it? I know it. I've watched your guys' vlogs when you travelled as well, and it's beautiful, and there's so many places we want to visit.
Well, a spreadsheet on all these plans.
Never goes.
Never. I'm lucky if I get pool time.
So if you're spending all your time in Sin City, are you like MGM loyalists, or are you flirt around with Caesars and Fontainebleau, or what does that look like?
So we never really, it's strange really, because the first place we stayed twice was the MGM Grand, and then we did Bally's in 2018, and then since then we've stayed at the park, but we weren't really into the reward card stuff, which sounds really silly. Yeah. It's only the last 3 years that we've understood about the comps and booking it direct. We've sort of done packages because it was easier to do it, but then realising like what we were missing out on, So now we are MGM, and even this time we'd never actually gambled in any good casino than MGM. Really, we didn't really move this time, did we?
No, we didn't even go to, we stayed at Fontaine last year,
Yeah,
but we didn't go this year.
no, we didn't go at all. I think the Venetian we walked through after the Wizard of Oz, and that was it. And then we came back. So yeah, we are loyalists to the MGM.
Yeah,
So Park MGM is your go-to place then, is it?
yeah,
Love it.
every time.
Every time. No smoking. We love the location. Get to the area really quick.
Go to the pool really quick.
Yeah, and then the smoke gets on your chest a lot. You're breathing, done it.
It's hard for me.
Yeah, so that's another benefit. But yeah, we just love that location. And Jordan's been obviously the last few times, and she loves the park. It's quiet for her. I think some of the other casinos, like even in Horseshoe now, it's really where we stayed. We enjoyed it there, but it was so smoky and really busy and stuff. We met New York a few times, and it was really busy, wasn't it? But that's Vegas. We love that. It's busy, despite what people say. But
we tend to go to them early.
Yes.
AM, before everyone's up and about.
Yeah. Because as if we get Vegas to ourselves, if you're up early, like most people in the UK, we're jet lagged. So yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? There's a lot of people, maybe through location and through work plans and things, who go out there on a weekend, love the vibe of the weekend. For me personally, give me Monday to Thursday in Vegas anytime over the weekends. But
yeah, I agree. The weekend for us was really busy because Motley Crue,
UFC, Paul McCartney was on. We didn't realise he was on, did we?
It was crazy.
It was really busy. The park was horrendously busy, like on the Saturday. And so when we got there on the Tuesday, it was fantastic. We literally
so quiet.
It was so quiet. And then obviously the big builds done the momentum. By Sunday, it started petering off. So
But I said to him, as you might weekend, we need to plan something that's away from the strip.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever get a car, you might get out of the strip on the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Too many champagnes, Mike. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Definitely. Oh dear. Right. So, if you could remove one hotel forever, which one would it be and why?
Controversial for me, Fontainebleau. I would remove it and move it because I just think it's lifeless. It's beautiful, but it's too big and it's just lifeless for me.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. But not move it and get rid of it like Sam is. I think that hotel, if it was where the park is, would be the hotel. I think the rooms, it's so well appointed. You go in the room, there's a button. I love all the gadgets and stuff, and I'm a geek with that. There's a button for different things, and we love the park. And when we stayed at the Fontaine, which has usually been the last 2 trips before this, was like mid-trip and go back to the park going, it's rubbish. I've got to open my shower with a thing. I've got to turn with a handle, whereas in the Fontaine, it's so well put together. It's a beautiful hotel. I would recommend anybody to go. It's just a shame. I think they're going to develop up there more, obviously. But yeah, it's such a shame where it is because I think you're either Fontaine Resorts or Circus. It's a bit of a weird triangle, to be honest, there. But yeah, beautiful hotel. But I would move that over any of them.
Mm. Oh, okay, lovely. Right, so no spoilers, but tell us a little bit about your recent trip. But obviously, you've got your vlogs coming out, so we don't want to ruin any of that.
First one out.
Yeah, first one's just come out on Friday. I'm editing just with the jet lag I'm editing like a demon now. So the second one's nearly done.
It was almost profitable.
Yes, it was, and it wasn't Jordan the blagger who came back. Well, Jordan come back this time. Sam's come back with her budget. And over a budget, so for next year, we've all come back with money.
Even you.
Even me.
And he never comes back with anything.
Yeah, I did have a stupid $400 let's get rich quick scheme on the last day and just it went out the window, lost that pretty quick. But we've all talked about
that.
Yeah, that was part of my budget. I'm such a muppet. But then, no, we just had 2 great wins. Like, one of them was pure luck because I think it was someone looking down. I found a guy's phone yesterday, Mike. I found a guy's phone and the Frankenstein machine in park. Waited, didn't come back. Waited for someone to ring. Handed it in at the casino. The cashier's speaking, lost and found. Would like just leave it, but I left a message because I thought just in case they they sort of don't give it back to it.
iCloud and watch.
Yeah, and I just said, look, it's Chris here. I hope I'm handing it into the cage. And then on the Saturday night, we just won about 900, hadn't we? In area, next to the gem bar. We only went to the gem bar because of you two. Because we're going to have a drink and we couldn't get there. And we were like, we'll go on this carousel right next to us, the bow show thingy firecracker. And we won that. And then we come back and he tapped me on the shoulder and he was like, are you Chris? And I thought he was going to say, not like, you're not like, we do YouTube, or maybe you watch the vlogs. And he went, I've been looking for you all day. And he was nearly in tears. He was like taking a picture. His wife come over. He said, he's so kind. He said, I just thought they left a message because we're being quite funny with them behind the cage, saying he hadn't got his phone and everything. Eventually lost and found. But yeah, you have, but you need to ring it to prove it. And they give it him. And then he went, I'll give you good luck. So we've just won. We're so happy. We've just won. I said, you give us good karma. He went, no, it's lovely. I said, no, it's the right, anybody would do. It's the right thing to do. And then 10 minutes later, we got our biggest ever win off $1. Pancake off $1. And honestly, I was going mental. Absolutely. It was great. We're so lucky. So yeah, we were just so pleased with that. And it's not just about the money, but it was just like it was a whole
it's a fab feeling.
Yeah, it was, because we had that the second day. Jordan got the phone call to say she'd been made redundant.
Yeah, when we
so
were
put a bit of real down there. She was really upset all day.
Yeah.
So that was like a nice little turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't a good turn though, because we'd agreed to share it, so I had to share all the money between. I ended up with less.
Hey, I told you all the
I know you did. I was always going to share it, but I wound up going, there's 100, there's 100. You can see the look. I was like, you can feel the burning.
Equally 3 ways.
We went to Pinky's, had a nice meal, and I got my cowboy hat.
Oh yeah.
Very snazzy cowboy hat.
So we'll look forward to the rest of the vlogs, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It sounds a little bit like your luck has turned a little bit as we discussed before you went out there.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
I'm sure some of our viewers will have met you at some of the meetups in Leeds and in Birmingham recently, and be familiar with the life-changing illness that Sam's been diagnosed with. But for people that haven't met you, do you want to share the story and what's happened over the last period of time and sort of how it's affected you both?
I'll try. So in April 24, I was diagnosed with FND, which is functional neurological disorder. One of the hard things you can't say. And so it affected my speech. But how it started was I started with numbness in my face, my top lip, all on the left. My face rocked, didn't it? And I was getting twitches in my fingers. So I thought at first maybe I'd had a stroke because it was very similar.
Yeah.
And just sort of ignored the numbness, but it got progressively worse and it.
Yeah.
My speech started, it's a lot worse now, but my speech started to slur. So we went private, and did all the tests, brain scan, nerve tests, everything was clear, thankfully. There was no issues there, but they just diagnosed you with FND, which the simplest way is like a computer. So your hardware is fine, but your software malfunction. So if the brain signals don't get through clearly and affect my speech, swallow, voice, so I can choke randomly. So having like breathing problems happened in Vegas as well. So yeah, it's pretty shit. It affects you mentally, physically, really affecting me.
Yeah. So even like work and things like that, because Sam's taking time out from work, so it's been a massive change. And then even going with the vlogs, it's something we've discussed, like, do we want to do the vlogs, because I don't want to put Sam in any situation. She's been really supportive, saying, no, it's a good message to get out there as well to people to understand, because it's an underdiagnosed condition, and we've had so many roadblocks, and the private healthcare that I get through work's been really good, but once it's diagnosed as chronic, and I understand that there's not an endless pit of money, they just stop.
Yeah.
And the NHS are not, sorry, the NHS don't have any information. So Sam's had to take through that FND websites and that cheat sheets to the doctors to go, this is it. We've literally, she's so, because obviously with her job being a PA, she's so determined and organised. She's knocked down doors to get to different places. We went to the Walton Centre recently in Liverpool, and we saw like the best FND specialist. And
they actually have FND neurologists where no one else does. But they said no the first time. And I was like, no one wants it. Anyway, they did agree. But every time we've gone to go somewhere, they say no. So I've got issues now with my left eye. These fingers are useless. So I can't do laces, buttons, all that kind of thing. So I was referred to occupational therapy. But as soon as they know you've got FND, they won't see you. And it's just like, what are you supposed to do?
Because they've said with FND as well, is it can be, some people can have it and then it'll just go over time. And it not just people who affects the speech, it affects people so they walk. Some people can get up one day, they're in a wheelchair, the next day they're walking fine. Even like the way people
seizures, walk. And that's a lot of reasons why the Walter won't see me, because they don't have seizures. Where it's like, but I'm still suffering, The one thing you have to do every day is talk, and I can't, especially when we come back.
Yeah,
when I'm tired, it's even worse. I literally can't string a sentence together.
But she's
And the crazy thing about this, Sam, is it literally comes out of nowhere, yeah, and can affect anybody. It's not like you've eaten the wrong thing or you've broken your leg. It's not something that you can even understand why you, yeah.
Because I've always, we eat well, we have treats at weekend, we train, we've got a gym, we walk. I think that's maybe why I haven't got a lot of the other things. What did she say at the water? It affects people
who are driven. So people who are very driven in their...
And how busy.
But, someone like Sam's, if there's like a lot of people, if you want to find a solution, you will not stop and see. So if you're very driven, very organised, they said it's very difficult for their personality to deal with something like this, because it's out of your control. It's not something practically.
Just gets overloaded, just goes right, enough's enough.
And we lost our dog last April, so from Christmas to last year to April, George was.
That's right.
This is what he said was, we think it was building, but then when we lost George, and this camera, I do apologise to everyone because our iPad is just doing this. We haven't got a camera person. I do apologise, but they said that George was like the cork that popped off the bottle. That just
it was building and building.
It was building
because George was diagnosed with cancer in the. December. We lost our cat who was 18 in November. George got diagnosed a few weeks later.
Yeah.
So I every day was giving him steroids, putting his cream on, doing everything with me.
Yeah.
And my dad passed away of cancer, so they think it might have been a trigger, because it could be trauma-based.
And that's the problem. They don't recognise they don't know how to solve it, so they don't know, with it being a brain.
And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who are diagnosed with this. Yeah. So there's somewhere between 50 and 100,000 people in the UK suffering from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it affects people in different ways, from, like you say, seizures or speech or whatever. So it's not even like, I mean, I'm no scientist or doctor, but it sounds like it's not an easy thing to diagnose or find a solution for. So we've sort of been chatting, yeah, and as you know, in 2025, I did some fundraising for Alzheimer's this year, and what Sarah and I are doing every year is we're choosing a charity that we will actively fundraise for. Yeah. So after talking to you guys, we're really pleased that in 2026, we might not be able to find a cure, but we can get people talking about it and we can fundraise for it, yeah, and drive the awareness of it. So 2026 FND Action will be our charity. And with Chris and Sam's support, we've already got a number of events in the calendar for 2026, including a double marathon walk that Chris has joined me for. So I guess what we're saying in terms of 2026, this is where the Vegas community and our viewers can help. Yeah. So we already have had offers from one or two daredevils who say they're going to join Stratosphere to support the charity giving, which is fantastic. But if anybody else out there wants to get involved, we're going to do a raffle and auction at our January meetup in Birmingham.
Yeah.
We're going to have a Vegas themed quiz night, which you can join via Teams or Zoom from around the world in April. And then we're going to do the double marathon walking challenge, the bank holiday weekend in August here in the UK. So if anybody wants to get involved, wants to support us, even if you've got things like contacts at some of the restaurants or hotels, yeah, send
raffle prizes, don't we?
Send it to Sam or Chris or to Sarah and I. And if you want to be involved in organising some of the things, if you want to do the double marathon, then let us know. You're very welcome to come and fundraise and get involved. But we were really touched by what's happened to Sam, and it's just so unkind, and it just felt like our wonderful Vegas community comes together as it always does, and it was a no-brainer in terms of the charity for 2026. So we're all really excited about what we're going to do. And as I say, if anybody wants to get involved, then just get in touch, and we look forward to getting you to join the party.
Honestly, I can't thank you enough. It's amazing what you're doing. I just think it's going to be so nice to bring us all even closer and just raise awareness for the most undiagnosed condition a lot of people have.
Yeah, thank you so much, both of you. It's so kind. We do appreciate it. We really do, honestly. And I think just the organisation and the stuff you've done in the background, both of you, it's so humbling, because it's like, you could have picked any charity. And when we spoke in Birmingham, I remember speaking, Mike, and you chatting to us about it, and Sarah, and it was like, we want to do something. And so we can't, honestly, we both, I don't know why this camera keeps taking Sam out. It's not Jordan behind the camera. We'll do it on my camera next time. But yeah, but honestly, it's so nice of you, and we can't thank you enough. And any support from anybody who's watching, please get in contact with us.
Share your host. We want host name, don't we? Contact for hotel, everything, so we can send our baking lesson.
And if Sarah gets her editing skills moving, we'll have this video out before the weekend of our meetup in Birmingham this weekend. So hopefully some of you will have seen it before we all meet up on Saturday afternoon. So if you have watched before the Birmingham meetup, then come and talk to us about it. We are, the more the merrier, for sure, because we want to really make a difference.
We're a team.
Yeah. Definitely.
No, thank you so much.
So listen, one final question for you. Yeah, with all this money that you've won,
yeah,
have you got plans to go back at some point?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's already booked. Yeah, it's booked for April. I think we cross over with you.
Yeah, a few days.
I went to see if we could upgrade the flights for this trip. 12th of April. Sam went in the kitchen and he went, Virgin. He went, we've got a great deal on here. I went, right, it's double points. We'll give it. I said, right, cool. So I booked it. So I put in our WhatsApp meet, Sam and John, and put like 30 days to Vegas when I booked it, for this trip we've just done. And then it was like 200 days. She comes running down, Jordan. She's mapping, and then I could feel it. I could just feel her. I'm in trouble. I am in deep trouble here. But then you're cool to it. Then you're like,
yeah, and luckily we've got our spends already for me.
Yeah,
but
'cause-
it's just more for me. It's a big struggle now. I couldn't walk around as much, and it's left me wiped out. But it's worth it, as you well know.
yeah, it is worth.
There's nothing
Yeah.
in normal circumstances. Having a Vegas trip to look forward to is perfect.
Yeah.
In a situation that we find ourselves in here, then it's even more special. But if you don't have to save up for it, Sam, then that's even better. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. To be fair, we've got a lot of like family things that are going to change over the next few months. Obviously, Paul Jordan's got this meeting tomorrow as we record it, so she's going to, be out of work. We don't know how long, the way the job market is, and us as a family. So it's that thing. We know we've got something to look forward to, and obviously selfishly, yes, I did book it, not thinking this was all going to, with Jordan, and that's going to happen. And obviously, I should have consulted with Sam. So I deserve every blister I get, Mike, when we do this double marathon, don't I? So
you have a habit of surprising Sam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's finish with the picture in front of the Bellagio. Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, the proposal.
The proposal.
And the wedding renewal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's
That
one
was
of
so
the,
lovely.
oh, thank you. It was lovely because Sam, obviously Sam was going through this, and I was like, I want to do something really special. It was our 25th wedding anniversary.
Oh, gosh.
She's had to put up with me for a long time with all my harebrained schemes and everything else I'm always up to. So she always supported me. So I was like, no, she deserves something nice. And she still didn't twig that I don't wear suits or anything. Unless it's a wedding or a funeral, I do not wear.
Oh, it's bizarre and that.
And it was roasting as well. We went to Monami Gabby, we had the meal and everything, and he was
And then he
absolutely
was dragging me across the road.
They were jaywalked across the road because they could see that the fountains are about to start. I know we could have waited another 15 minutes, but I don't think the heat, I think I would have melted in that suit. And then the Old Trafford lad came into it though, because I was like, I brought my other phone, because that's what it works for. I brought my phone and I was like, I need to give it to someone I can catch, because if they run off, you know what Vegas is like. So I picked these two little Mexican women, hoping I might catch these, or they might be try and get it back. So I passed it to one of them. She didn't speak English, and then her daughter was like, I'll take it. And to be fair, it was a complete off the cuff. She could have pressed something and not recorded it, but it was perfect the way she did it. So,
Yeah.
and the thing was, by the time she gave me the phone back, I wanted to like hug him and say thank you, and they just disappeared, and I felt terrible. I was like,
I'll send that to you.
yes, but we love that. It was such a beautiful moment. It was, wasn't it?
amazing.
Yeah, there's still
Yeah, it
romance in there after all these years.
Absolutely, and for a really special couple, this fundraising thing is an absolute no-brainer. So listen, thank you for joining us in the window seat. This is the start of the story for 2026.
Definitely.
We look forward to seeing you again in Birmingham on Saturday.
Yeah.
And we'll get this Vegas, this wonderful Vegas community together and rally round.
No, thank you both.
Thank you both so much. Honestly.
Lovely to see you both again. See you soon.
Thank you. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Bye.